So you barely lift up the back. Grinder. Help me get some parts.
I need Vire compressors and I
Okay.
need a tank.
Okay.
You got that stuff in stock?
I got a little bit. Yeah.
You got it? All right, let's
Yeah.
do this. What do we got? 444s. All right.
And black.
In black.
Got them. You also need something else,
I need a tank.
right? Okay. Okay.
All right. So tell me the difference between the 444s, the benefit of them, and all that.
They are our go-to.
Okay.
Just because the performance is on par. Remember the 480s
Mm-hmm.
back in the, well, they still make them. Same performance and everything, but they don't come with relays or a pressure switch or that truck making all that sound. So they're a little more down and dirty, like just the compressors and what you need and go. So performance is good, up to 200 PSI.
Okay.
They work really well.
Cool.
Pricing is great. They do have the other ones, 485s. Those are
Which
great.
they're up there in price.
They are, and I
Yeah.
think they're a little faster.
Yep.
They have a
And then
little
they have
more duty cycle.
And they have a quieter one now too, right?
Yes, on top of that. Yeah. But I like these. These are always kind of my go-to. They're nice middle ground.
Yep.
They pretty much 90% of
And
what we
then
sell.
aluminum air tank versus steel.
Don't have to worry about rust.
Don't have to worry
We've
about
all
rust.
seen the videos of pouring
Yes.
out the rest in the tank. So, aluminum tank, universal mounting. It has like straps on it, so
Yep.
you can turn it, kind of get the ports where you need. You're set.
Cool. I'm gonna take this over to Pandas then.
Okay. Just
Thanks.
close by. No problem.
Appreciate it.
refrigerator freezers. You know, it's like a Dometic kind of looking deal, but Summit makes it.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I got that shit.
Looks like his deal. He's got a lot of shit. Maybe there's stuff right here.
Oh, this is one of those clamp-on ones.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it works. Compressor mounts, just one on each side. Here, and then tank down low. And then that way you can mount your block valve like right here.
Yeah.
Well, the back. Okay, so let's just go over the whole thing. You drop the truck off.
Yeah.
Great base. We left everything that was there. I just changed a couple of little things here and there to get it to be a little bit stronger. The bag cups are in a good position. It gets a good amount of lift. So we just added a couple more tubes that go from cross member back here to a cross member up here. It had a little bit of flex here. We strengthened that, had a little bit of flex here, strengthened that. And now it's like throw a couple cool tubes at it and good to go, man. So you had that piece that you guys added for the traditional body drop before, that wall. So we just cut that off and kind of leveled it out so that way when we eliminate these pieces of 1x1, we can use that kind of as like our flat surface to start shooting all the 1x1 across. I have like a 1x1 square tube bender. So I'm gonna do a bunch of hoops that go like over the drive shaft and over the transmission and stuff, so it'll clean it up and it'll look really good. And then we got your cab mounts mated. So I just gotta weld those things up, put those in.
Got the exhaust hoop.
The exhaust hoop is in. We just gotta finish this second wall, this second rail.
Yeah, because this one.
It's in there. At the very front, it's welded to the inside box part. As soon as we get it up in the air and I start cracking into the front, I'm gonna end up boxing that from underneath too.
So we cut the bed off, and the back end is so heavy because it's a factory tailgate, and then somebody welded, looks like a piece of 2-inch solid or something,
That someone is Joey from NorCal.
but it's literally like if two of us, the back end hit the ground, dragging it, dude, it was crazy. But then you go to the front and it's just like, It's like, oh, see, look, it almost just fell on itself right now. Well, let's, do you have your gas tank and stuff? I need your gas tank and all your air management and like everything, because I gotta mount all that stuff.
Gas tank.
You know, what's your plans? Are you gonna do like
You're expecting quite a lot here, you know.
Well, okay, so
that? I mean, that's not enough right there.
I laughed to myself after you left last time, because remember that part in Fast and Furious where Brian shows up with the Supra and he's like, "What is this?"
What the hell is this?
This is your car.
Yeah.
Dude, that's what it was. That's what it was, man.
I brought you a 9-second truck. Those doors are way heavier than they look. That was a little something getting them out of my backyard, but heading back down to Pandas. This video is going back and forth and it's over a couple of weeks probably. So I just kind of take my camera down there, film what he's done, talk to him, come back here, get the parts I forgot to take down there, whatever. But I'm heading back down there now.
Yeah. And then that one's ready to cut off. Feel it first. Oh. Does that feel like an airbag? Go dump it out. So they're not 18s, they're 20s. So the suspension it had before isn't gonna work anymore. So I gotta cut all the bag stuff out and basically lay the truck out again, put a compressed bag in here, and then build a new bag bracket for the front. And then we're gonna do something with the steering. I'm not really sure. We're really just gonna mimic my Tacoma, but I didn't really build mine, so I'm just gonna copy what's there. It works really well. It's like it measures out pretty well, so I don't really know what the issue is. I gotta kind of, I guess, get into it, kind of figure it out. Hopefully I can just solve the problem with a couple of washers. So like the spacing between the pivot point here and the pivot point here should match around the same to these ball joint spots, and it's very close. So I don't see what the issue is with this stuff. Everybody's having all these problems. I think it's the steering. Just kind of one of those things you got to lift it up and down like 10 times and figure out what's wrong with it. Fix one issue at a time. And there's room for the transmission to fall out still. Obviously you'd have to trim that. So the cab was just cut to get it over the chassis prior to being here. So Jordan had to go through and finish trimming and slicing and making everything square, basically removing all the access floor, basically the leftovers. He had to trim everything out. Like the wall was probably to here, so we trimmed that out just to create a better spacing so it's smooth up here instead of having that rigid wall. But yeah, back wall's in, floor is like 3/4 in, so we have to finish the cab mounts. We'll get to sheet metal if we have time. If we have time, then I'll start doing some panels and we'll throw it in real quick, but we got to have it mounted. The cab, the bed, the suspension going up and down is what has to be done. If it doesn't have sheet metal, shut it. All right, it's not, it'll happen eventually, okay? But yeah, it'll be there as a whole truck. So that's what really matters. The front suspension of these trucks, I figure out what's difficult. It's the steering. It's the hardest part to keep the wheels straight. So hopefully that goes pretty smooth. It does feel like kind of like a little tub. So what do you think? Do you like it? Are you happy?
I love it.
Good.
It's Tuesday, it's leaving, it's body dropped, it's on the ground. We have 20s on it all the way around. We've done a lot to this truck. even though it's not done yet. It's coming back. Front suspension's been completed, and the front sheet metal is on it. Also, the steering is hooked up, and we have like minimal toe, which you'll see that, which is really cool. We did a secondary rail on the chassis, and then I added some tubes in the back for some structure and a couple of cross members to mount the air management. We did a 1x1 floor on the inside and back wall for structure, because it used to have a traditional body drop, but it was cut out for more of like a stock floor. It's actually better than stock floor. It's lower, which is really nice. There's gonna be a lot of space. Started the sheet metal on the inside. We got the back wall and we got the passenger side floor somewhat tacked in. It's just kind of for show. So we'll finish that stuff off when it comes back. Like, mini trucks are my thing. This is my forte. So like, I really like working on mini trucks. So if you're working on a mini truck, let me know. I can send you parts, or you can bring it here and I can build it for you. But yeah, that's really our thing, is mini trucks. Like, that's hardcore, man. We really like that stuff. I do mini trucks over anything, really.
It is done over at Pandas for now. He knocked out a tremendous amount of work on this thing. To go from what it was to what it is now, and to see this thing like actually look like a truck, is pretty amazing. So I'm insanely happy, maybe a little more happy on the inside than I'm actually showing. But I am. I'm really excited. I'm just really excited to get this thing to a car show or to a truck show and around the club, and it's been a long time. So I'm excited to see what everyone see it with me. All that stuff. Okay, bye. All right, it's Wednesday morning and we are in California to drop the Tacoma off at the body shop. The body shop is AK Airbrushing. My buddy Alan and those guys are going to get this thing in one color and do some body work. Not exactly sure the details as far as the extent of the body work. This is just going to be like the first stage to this part of it as well. So once it gets done here, I'm going to pick it up. We're either going to pick it up on the way to the 30th, or I'm going to pick it up the day before, bring it back. We don't know, but it's going to be an adventure either way. So they're not messing around. They're taking the bed off right now. We're going to put it on the trailer, take it over to the sandblaster, and they're going to get started on it right away.
Don't make me throw this thing. Tell me what I want to know. Your initial impression. Go.
It's a little bit rough.
What the hell is this?
This is your car. Yeah, good thing we have a whole week to work on this, you know?
Yeah, now I'm on my way back to Arizona. I left my house about 5 this morning, and it's 5 in the afternoon now, and I'll be home around 9. Anyways, Alan and those guys over at AK they're really, really, really good people. Alan does amazing work. We've featured stuff on our channel from AK that he's painted in the past. The red Toyota, the 84 to 88 with all the music artists on it. Our old buddy Joel, his Tundra, which he did years and years and years ago. There's countless vehicles that have come out of their shop they're just top notch. And like I said, really, really good guys. And the cool part about their shop is it's at an airport. And the cool part about that airport, it's called Flaybob, is it's right down the street from where I went to high school and where I kind of grew up. The next video will start off with what the truck looks like after I pick it up from Alan's. And it'll have footage from Day to Remember, and it will have footage from our club's 30th get together and all that good stuff. So I need to pay attention because I'm driving and I don't want to get pulled over. And yeah, I just need to pay attention. All right, thanks.
Still looks good.
You should finish your truck.
I should. Yeah, I was just gonna put the stuff in there or something cool right there. That was the original plan.